Hello, welcome to this update for Africa. So let's see what's happening with these storms and more because we still have these heavy rains spots central to like Eastern Africa, Central Africa, and more storms. And we'll still have some of these throughout next few weeks and everything. So let's see. We still have these heavy rain spots of Somalia, Ethiopia, and Angola, and as far west as Guinea, some more storms. So we still have some Madagascar as well to watch. So let's see. Today is Sunday, so Monday still shows those storms. Especially be careful around Ethiopia, Somalia, of those storms, spots of Uganda and Kenya as well. So Monday still shows Tuesday, and this will never end there because it's tropical and those rains continue. So this goal still shows some rains around the Comoros and Tanzania too. So be aware. Spots of the Seychelles. So Wednesday, Thursday still shows those happy ones around Gabon, Equatorial Guinea. So be careful. Friday, it just goes on, just continues. But one thing I'm noticing is that this week it's heavier around Ethiopia, Somalia, and those areas. And after May 10th, next week, doesn't show as much in those areas. Shows more concentrated around the equator, not areas. But you never know. There might still be some storms there. So be careful in those areas. Next 5 days until May 9th. Sorry if I said April, now it's May. So shows like spots of Gabon, close to 100 millimeters, those storms there. More spots Central Africa, and you can see where this rain is concentrated because Northern Africa is very quiet and Southern Africa also quiet. So you can see it's all concentrated in the middle here. So if you are in those areas, be careful, especially Kenya, northern Tanzania, close to 100 near Lake Victoria in some areas, shows more in Burundi, spots of Rwanda. So BOR still shows some in Mozambique, so not much, but like northern Mozambique shows some, spots of Malawi, a thing or two. Madagascar still shows some heavy rain, especially close to 200 meters, spots of the east coast in Madagascar. So be careful, it's not over there yet. Shows more central Madagascar, northern areas, but especially this part of the east coast, especially be careful. Their Reunion still shows to 100 meters, the east side of the island, and the west side just 17 meters. But be careful, still might be some heavier showers. In Mauritius, some 14 meters, might be a shower too, some storms. And still Tanzania by the coast in those islands, more than 100 meters, those islands, and periodically some heavier showers in eastern Tanzania. More spots there. In Ethiopia still shows central Ethiopia, in the highlands some high accumulations, and eastern Ethiopia too. Northern areas are kind of quiet. Some in Somalia, especially in the coast of Somalia, shows a lot. Spots of northern Somalia. So be careful. Still shows in Uganda, Burundi, some heavier ones Rwanda, especially Democratic Republic of the Congo. Those showers, something a thing or two in Central African Republic, but more in the south and western areas. Some heavier ones in Gabon, southern Cameroon, the north, like barely nothing. More in southern Nigeria, even more than 60 meters. Some in Guinea, spots of Liberia, Sierra Leone. So be careful, those areas. There's the GFS as well. The GFS shows even to 100 millimeters in Kenya, to 129, shows a lot in Rwanda, northern Tanzania. So be careful in Kenya. This is a possibility if very heavy showers come your way. So just be aware there. There's some links in the description for the weather there, so check that. And there's Equatorial Guinea, spots of Angola as well in Gabon, especially Gabon and Equatorial Guinea, more than 104 meters by the GFS, because each model has a different idea, but just be aware, spots southern Cameroon as well, and Nigeria, some around Ivory Coast and Liberia, especially spots in Sierra Leone to 96 millimeters. So be careful these portions of Central Africa. And Madagascar, the GFS is like the more rain on the ocean than on the coast, but it does show to 102 millimeters on the coast, 95 to 81 millimeters. So be careful in eastern Madagascar, some stronger storms. And in all of these areas, you should be careful with lightning, strong wind, those storms, and also just heavy rain and flash flooding, especially that. So be careful, landslides in case of heavy rain. So be careful. The icon has also to 141 millimeters in Kenya, spots there, especially like western Kenya, those areas. The east more on the coast, but other areas are drier. So be careful in western Kenya, some strong downpours in the lake as well, northern Tanzania, and on the coast there. This section of the Indian Ocean, a lot of rain. Just north of the Comoros, somewhere in the Comoros too, and spots the Democratic Republic of Congo, except the far south, because suddenly these areas like no rain anymore. The rains have all shifted north. So yeah, but more in Cameroon, southern Cameroon, spots of Gabon as well, and more in Guinea, even southern Mali a little bit. So be careful. Here's the icon model, shows like those rains, storms like in Ethiopia, some stronger storms. Kenya, this goes there Monday, Tuesday. This still Monday shows Democratic of the Congo, some stronger storms in Kenya in the afternoon, especially in Ethiopia, some stronger ones. Be careful. Monday, Tuesday, spots in Guinea, and even to Burkina Faso, Ghana, a finger two, and especially Tuesday, Wednesday in Kenya, that are in the Indian Ocean. The icons even forming a weird thing there. And then this goes, still shows storms in the Seychelles later. So be careful in those areas. And there's like this model here, but it only covers those spots of the Indian Ocean. But it does show here, like if I can get it to work again, next day or so, alright, it shows close to 100 millimeters on the east coast of Madagascar. So be careful in those areas. Spots in Tanzania as well, some heavy rains next day or so. So be careful. And looking ahead, next 10 days does show more events in Gabon, Equatorial Guinea, Nigeria, and just continuing these spots Central Africa. So be careful next 10 days. South Africa is kind of quiet. Botswana, just a shower or two in southwest and South Africa next 10 days, but very little, maybe a thing or two on the east coast as well. And yeah, be aware, Northern Africa is kind of different. There's like if this changes here, because this is not updating here, so it shows those storms the Mediterranean still, like I showed in the European video, those chances for hail and lightning across northern Algeria and Tunisia. So still shows next 5 days some storms in Algeria, Tunisia, even to 35 millimeters, 44 millimeters, 41, a shower to Morocco as well, some 8, 7 millimeters, 10 millimeters. So be aware, those areas shows a weird shower to in spots of Mauritania, but this might not even happen. But just be aware. And the rest is kind of quiet. But next 10 days does increase a little bit northern Algeria and Tunisia. Those Mediterranean storms, Morocco shows like even to 58 millimeters next 10 days. So be aware. And does show some showers in Mauritania and Algeria next 10 days as well. So be careful. There's the GFS, those areas in Tunisia, some storms. So yes, stay safe. And the GFS next 10 days shows a finger to southeast and South Africa, like very little. So yeah, be careful. those areas, especially Central Africa. And finally, this loaded here, this is until Thursday, the Canadian model. So it shows spots of northern Tanzania into western Kenya. Those blacks, like those black dots, are like more than 200 millimeters, those black areas. And the white is more than 100 millimeters, so be careful, like Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, those heavier storms, spots of Liberia too, into Sierra Leone, might be heavier ones in Nigeria, Gabon, so be careful, those areas. And for the south here, let's see if it loads, because it takes 1000 years to load. So let's see the temperatures now. There's like still those very scorching temperatures, spots Central Africa to Northern Africa, especially Chad, Sudan, spots Mauritania, Senegal, more than 40 degrees, 39 degrees. This actually this afternoon, as far north as Libya, some 37 degrees. During the night, does cool down some to 12 degrees, spots Morocco to 8 degrees. Mauritania is still hot. Mali, like 31 degrees during the night, can make heat stress even worse. So keep that in mind. Shows in Ethiopia, in the valleys, like highlands, to 9 degrees even. And Lesotho in South Africa is quite chilly already. Kind of cold. Spots of Lesotho, some 0 degrees in the mountains. More spots to 5 degrees during the night, 9 degrees. So yeah, and then this goes Monday afternoon, still scorching hot, especially Senegal and Mauritania. Those there are like 43 degrees, 42 to 43 degrees, 44 degrees in western Mali. So please stay safe. Some 41 degrees, 40. So be careful. This heat can be very dangerous, really. So be careful. Chad, more spots in Algeria, to 36 degrees, 40 degrees, spots Morocco too. So stay safe. And even northern Benin, spots of Nigeria, more than 40 degrees, northern Cameroon. So stay safe. In the south, the show during the day still kind of colder in Lesotho, but some spots of South Africa might get to 29 degrees in Namibia, close to 32, so some areas slightly warmer. But yeah, so beware. This goes during the night, Tuesday, during the morning in Lesotho, still to like 3 degrees, to like 2 degrees in the mountains, and some spots even to like close to 1 degree. And shows more in Botswana, 10 degrees, Angola, slightly chillier, and then still shows kind of hot in these areas. But Northern Africa is not so hot yet, still shows 4 degrees in the mountains, Morocco, spots of 10, 12 degrees. So yeah, beware. This goes, and by Wednesday, no, by Tuesday afternoon, shows shows even more scorching. It might get to like 45 degrees, some 44 degrees in Senegal, more than 43, 44 degrees, spots of Mauritania. So like very scorching. Please stay safe. Spots in northern Nigeria to 41 degrees. More spots in Niger to 39, 40, 36, 37, Central Chad. So stay safe. South Sudan, spots there to more than 39 degrees. Libya, 33, even to 40 degrees in northern Libya. So be careful. In Algeria, already to 41 degrees. Southern Algeria. And in the far north, some calm temperatures. Nothing crazy. But yeah, be careful. And it's even showing Namibia, those valleys, to like 34 to 35 degrees, kind of warm, spotted to South Africa, but not that much. So be aware. So Tuesday, this goes still kind of colder during the night, some spots further south, and still very hot, those central areas. This goes, that heat just continues, spots of Sudan, Chad, Nigeria. So please stay safe, especially like there's a point in the afternoon where those areas, Senegal, Mauritania, might get like 43 degrees. So please stay safe. Spots of 40, 42, northern Cameroon as well. So Wednesday still shows during the night slightly colder, spots of the south, slightly colder in the far north as well. So Thursday, this goes still like very scorching. Thursday afternoon as far north as Algeria, even to 44 degrees southern Algeria, still around Mali, Mauritania, very hot in Niger, spots of Chad. So stay safe. Friday still like this, and this won't end. This heat will just continue throughout this season because it's just the time of year that's like that. So please be careful. Friday around 45 degrees in Mali, 44, 45. And this just the temperature might feel hotter than the actual temperature. So keep that in mind as well. Be careful. Thus showing Sudan still 2 to 42 degrees, northern Ethiopia, some valleys there very hot, in Eritrea, Libya, so please stay safe. This is no joke, and this just kind of keeps going there. And by the May 12th, shows even to like -3 in Lesotho by May 12th, some spots, but we'll keep watching, and still very hot. So stay safe in those areas. Please stay safe. Now for Southern Africa, we'll see the rain when that loads, but it might not. So let's see here. These winds. There's kind of this wind here, this cold front near the Mozambique Channel. So Sunday, Monday, some spots windier, there's few spots breezier, South Africa, but nothing that crazy. Especially with those storms, those showers and storms, there will be very strong winds side of the storm. So that doesn't show up here, but that's something you should be careful with. So be careful Monday. Tuesday, this goes a few valleys in Angola and Namibia, sometimes breezier, some spots there. So Wednesday, Thursday, still there. By Saturday, the 10th, Maritime system, the Southern Ocean, just south of South Africa, some stronger winds, the southwestern coast, and spots of southern South Africa. To watch Saturday, this goes still southeastern South Africa on May 11th, and possibly into Mozambique again, some spots there slightly gustier. So be aware. In the north, still shows Sunday today in Algeria, with potentially some strong gusts in some spots. Monday still shows sometimes in the Mediterranean slightly breezier because of those storms. Spots of Morocco through Monday, Tuesday, sometimes shows in central Algeria slightly higher. Wednesday, Thursday, and spots Mauritania too. This goes, it does show some stronger winds in Algeria. There's like wind gusts Thursday, the 8th, so be careful. The GFS kind of, but not that much. The icon kind of shows in Morocco Thursday, so be aware. This goes in Libya, finger two as well. By next week, still shows in South Sudan, maybe periodically, stronger gust or two in Algeria. The Sunday still shows maybe low pressure around Iberia. By the 11th, some winds in Morocco, spots Mali, and Algeria too. But this changes so much. We'll keep watching. There's still on the 12th, shows something in Algeria, depending on which model. So we'll keep watching. Just be careful, and I don't think that will work. So be aware, those areas, there's the icon for the rainfall, but this area is basically quiet. Let's see snow, if there's something. Uh, Next 5 days, not really. Next 12 days, not really true. So it's kind of quiet. But in Morocco, does show some like 6 centimeters of snow, 5, 6 in the next 14 days or something. Next 5 days, barely nothing. But later on, the European does show some, but still not sure. The GFS doesn't have anything. So we'll keep watching and stay safe, especially from those tropical downpours, those heavier tropical downpours there.